Hi guys, this is Dr. MK and welcome to Ultimate Organic Chemistry. Guys, today I am going to discuss an essential reaction of organic chemistry, which is aldol reaction. Aldol reaction involves the formation of CC bond, which is either catalyzed by acid or base. By considering its importance, the reaction has been kept in the textbook of class 12 to advanced level books also. So today I am going to discuss this reaction from the basic onwards with you all. Shall we start? So this aldol condensation involves the reaction between 2 moles of acetaldehyde. This is acetaldehyde. For your understanding, I have given in 2 different colors. When they react in the presence of acid or base as a catalyst, in water as a solvent, it provides a compound known as 3-hydroxybutanol. So this compound is otherwise generally called as beta hydroxy aldehyde. For example, this is functional group and the carbon next to the functional group is called as alpha, and after alpha it is called as beta. So you have a hydroxy group at beta position, so beta hydroxy aldehyde is the first initially formed product. Right. So now this beta hydroxy butanol, upon heating, it will lose water molecule. For example, the OH from here and the hydrogen from here, they eliminate as water. Upon heating, it forms a compound but2-enol. Right. So this is generally called as alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. So this is functional group and next carbon is alpha, this is beta. So this is said to be alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. So this is an overall aldol condensation reaction. But you must know one thing, what is the difference between aldol reaction and aldol condensation? Okay. So aldol reaction means that is the first step, that is the formation of beta hydroxyaldehyde is called as aldol reaction, or aldol addition reaction. Right. So after elimination of water, that is the overall step is called as aldol condensation. So I hope you are able to understand the difference between aldol reaction and aldol condensation. Okay. So this is about the reactivity of 2 moles of aldehyde. Suppose if you have ketone, that is acetone here, when 2 moles of acetone are reacting together in the presence of same acid or base catalyst in water as a solvent, it also provides a compound known as 4-hydroxy 4-methyl pentan 2-one, that is beta hydroxy ketone as a product. Okay. So this aldol reaction is applicable to aldehyde as well as ketone, and it provides the corresponding hydroxy products. Okay. So when this hydroxy compound is upon heating, it will lose its water molecule. So after losing its water molecule, it provides this alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Right. So this is about aldol condensation. So the conclusion is it is applicable to aldehyde as well as ketone. Okay. So now we have some points to remember. So this applicable to aldehyde and ketone, which I have discussed just before. And the next is the presence of alpha hydrogen, that I have said so far. So what do you mean by alpha hydrogen? For example, this is acetaldehyde. This is functional group, and the carbon next to that functional group is called alpha, and the hydrogen is said to be alpha hydrogen. So for example, you take acetone. So this is functional group This is alpha carbon, this is alpha carbon. It has 6 alpha hydrogen. So this is 3 alpha hydrogen, and here you have 3 alpha hydrogen. Okay, so it must have alpha hydrogen, then only aldol reaction will take place. Okay, so the reaction can be carried in the presence of acid as well as base medium. For example, it can be given that like this H2SO4, dilute H2SO4 or HCl, or in the case of base means KOH or NaOH. So this type of acid as well as base can be given. Okay, so next is addition of one aldehyde or ketone with another to form beta hydroxy aldehyde or ketone is said to be aldol addition reaction. That means the first step which I discussed, that is when one mole is added means it is called the aldol addition reaction. Okay, but finally the elimination of water will lead to alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketone, which is said to be aldol condensation reaction. Okay, so first step is called aldol reaction, overall step is called aldol condensation. Okay, so next we will go to the mechanism of this reaction. Let us discuss base catalyzed aldol condensation mechanism. Okay, the first step is acetaldehyde is reacting with the base. So base, it needs acid, that means it needs H plus. So it abstracts this hydrogen atom which is acidic in nature, and the electron will move towards carbon atom. This is a equilibrium process. As a result, it will form water molecule and a carbanion. So this carbanion will be in a resonance to form this intermediate which is known as enolate. For example, if you have alkene means the suffix is "ene", and to that if you have OH group, it is called ol, OL. So if you mix together, it is called enol. Okay, so if you replace one hydrogen, that means if you remove one hydrogen from enol, it is said to be enolate. Okay, so now what happens, this carbanion is reacting with another mole of acetaldehyde. For example, acetaldehyde will have the charge on C double bond O, that is partial positive charge, partial negative charge. It will polarize like this because oxygen is more electronegative than carbon atom. So this electron will move towards oxygen atom. As a result, here the slight positive charge is generated. So as usual, the negative charge will be attracted towards positive center. So it will attack here. This electron moves towards oxygen atom. It forms this alkoxide intermediate. So the new CC bond is formed, which is mentioned here in red color. Okay, so please understand. So next is this alkoxide has to become a neutral molecule. For this purpose, it will react with water molecule. So water is a protic solvent. That means it is a very good H plus donor. So this O minus abstracts this hydrogen atom, and this electron will move towards oxygen atom. As a result, it forms the corresponding beta hydroxy aldehyde, and this base is regenerated and it will be utilized further step. Okay, so this is about the mechanism of base catalyzed aldol reaction. Let us discuss about acid catalyzed aldol condensation mechanism. Right. So I have given same color because this is very easy. Let us discuss the first step. That is, here you have a hydrogen with the positive charge. This is acid or proton. So hydrogen is having positive charge. It means electron. It needs electron. So oxygen is having two lone pairs of electrons. So one will be donated towards hydrogen plus, that is proton, and it is protonated. So the process is equilibrium process. So now after protonation, so this is the same compound only here, whatever I have discussed. Okay, so after the formation of this protonation, now this electron move towards this carbon atom. As a result, this pi electron will move towards oxygen atom. Okay, so it loses hydrogen plus. The hydrogen is giving electron to the carbon atom and it leaves us H plus. So it forms enol intermediate. Just before I explained what is enol. Okay, so now this enol intermediate will be reacting with another mole of protonated acetaldehyde. This is for protonated acetaldehyde, the first step which I discussed. This is another molecule is reacting with this enol. What happens? This electron move towards oxygen atom, and this pi electron attack this carbon atom, and this electron move towards oxygen atom because oxygen is carrying positive charge. So it has to become neutral during the course of the process. So it forms this beta hydroxy aldehyde and it regenerates the catalyst. So this catalyst will be utilized in the next step. Okay, so this is about the formation of the beta hydroxy aldehyde. Okay, so now next we discuss that dehydration process. So that is we'll take this beta hydroxy aldehyde and we treat with the base, that is first condition, base catalyst reaction. So what happens? This is electron withdrawing group. Aldehyde is said to be electron withdrawing group. So if you do not know that, you mention in that comment section, so that I will discuss what is electron withdrawing, what is electron donating, some basic concepts of organic chemistry. Okay, so this OH takes this hydrogen. The hydrogen next to that electron withdrawing group will be more acidic, right? So this electron will move towards carbon atom. As a result, it forms carbanion. Once it forms the carbanion, this will be undergoing resonance with C double bond O. So it forms enolate, right? So when this enolate is forming, it will come here. As a result, this pi bond will move towards this carbon atom. So this OH will be leaving as OH minus and it forms a corresponding alkene as a product. Okay, so this is about the base catalyzed mechanism, that is dehydration process. If you happen to check the overall reaction name here, it may be asked in examination, please remember. So this overall process is elimination only, but it forms via E1CB pathway. That means E1 means elimination unimolecular, CB means conjugate base. So this is conjugate base of this compound. This compound's conjugate base is this one, and once it is forming, it will undergo elimination. So this process is called E1CB. Please remember, the questions can be asked. Okay, so if you happen to check the acid catalyzed mechanism, so as usual, this hydrogen will be reacting with this lone pair of oxygen atom, and it forms this type of intermediate. Okay, so once it is formed, what happens here? The hydrogen will be leaving as hydrogen plus, and this water molecule will be leaving. So this will be forming. I'm sorry, I have given one more step extra. So directly it goes to the formation of this type of intermediate. Once it is formed, it will leave as water molecule and the H plus. Okay, so this H plus will be reacting with this water molecule. They will leave together as H3O plus. Okay, so please remember. So this process is called as elimination process only. So this goes via E2 elimination process. Okay, so during base, it undergoes E1CB pathway. During acid, it undergoes E2 pathway. Please remember. Okay, so this is about the reaction and its mechanism of aldol reaction and aldol condensation. Now let us see some shortcut of aldol reaction or aldol condensation. For example, if you are writing any competitive examination, say for example, let it be NEET exam. So you have only 1 minute for one question. Even you need to give answer less than 1 minute. Okay. So for that condition, you should not write the whole reaction mechanism. If you write the whole reaction mechanism, means you will mess up in this examination, and the rest of the question will be in trouble. Okay. So for that purpose, you need to understand some shortcut methods to find the product. So it is very easy, and most of the people know this shortcut method also. So what you have to do, whatever you have given this aldehyde or ketone, you need to write like this. So you have C double bond over here, and here you write CH3 hydrogen. So you need to write as a straight line. Okay. So now from this other partner, you need to identify this alpha hydrogen. So this is alpha hydrogen, and overall process, the elimination of water will be taking place. So I need oxygen from here, and here I need hydrogen. So I am writing only the 2 hydrogens. So here you have 3 hydrogens, that is CH3. So among them I am writing only 2 hydrogen, and 1 I am keeping here. Okay, so here oxygen, here you have hydrogen. Now you need to write C double bond O hydrogen. So overall what happens? Water molecule is eliminating. Once it is eliminating, you have CH3, CH double bond, CH, CHO. So this is the overall. So this is very simple. One must answer within within a minute. Okay, so in a few seconds you should be able to give the answer. Okay, so we will have the other example. Now you have propanol. So this is propanol. 2 moles are reacting. So first aldehyde or ketone you should write in a straight line. So this should be C double bond O. You must have hydrogen here. You must have CH2, and you must have CH3. Okay. So here most of the people will commit mistake. They will take this hydrogen, but that is not the case. You need to take the alpha hydrogen alone. So this is functional group. This is alpha hydrogen, right? So in alpha hydrogen you must have 2 hydrogen. So that CS2 I am writing here, and 1 aldehyde here, and this methyl I am writing here. So overall process is elimination of water, right? So you can write CH3 single bond CH, 2 single bond CH, double bond CH3 CHO. That's it. So if you are able to give answer like this, means this is enough for NEET and JEE students. Okay. So we have one more example where acetone is given as a reactant. So let us draw as usual. You have 1 C double bond O. You need to write as a straight line. Okay. So this is alpha hydrogen. And in this case you need only 2 hydrogen. Just draw only 2 hydrogen. The other hydrogen you just keep it here, and remaining thing you draw as such. So overall water molecule is removing. So you will get CH3, C double bond CH. Here you have CH3. Here you have C double bond O CH3. So this is the overall process. Okay. So this is about the shortcut of aldol condensation process. Now let us discuss the crossed aldol condensation. What do you mean by crossed aldol reaction or condensation? Okay. So in this type of reaction, which is taking place between 2 different carbonyl compounds having alpha hydrogens. Okay. So that means you must have 2 different compounds having alpha hydrogen. So you will get 4 different products actually during the course of the reaction. How you are getting 4 products? The first product is this one. Let us assume this is product 1 and this is product 2. And you can see this is blue, blue part is there, and this is green part is there, and here also you have green part is there, blue part. That means 2 molecules are reacting together. So this is called the crossed aldol product. Okay, so you have other 2 product also. For example, here both are blue in color and here both are green in color, means they are said to be self condensed product or self aldol condensed product. So these are called P3 and this is P4. Okay, so now let us discuss how they are forming. Okay, so for example, here in the first P1 case, so once it is reacting with base deprotonates this alpha hydrogen, so it goes CH minus CHO and here CH3, and it is reacting with this aldehyde component. So this minus automatically will attack this del plus center of C double bond O. This electron moves here. So you will get CH3, C hydrogen, O minus. Here you have CH, CH3, CHO. So after protonation it will lead to the product 1 formation. Now let us discuss product 2 formation. So after the loss of H plus, this hydrogen is reacting. Okay, so OH minus is taking this hydrogen and it forms this anion. And this anion is reacting with propanaldehyde. So this minus automatically attacks this C double bond O. The electron moves towards oxygen atom and it forms CH3, CH2, CO minus. Here you have hydrogen. Here you have this part CH2, CHO. So after protonation, it will lead to this formation of the product 2. So now product 3, you have self-condensation. That means this CS2 minus is reacting with another CS2, another mode of acetaldehyde. Okay, so this here you have CS2 minus this carbanion attacks here. The electron moves towards oxygen atom and provides CH3, CO minus hydrogen atom. Here I have CS2, C double bond O hydrogen atom. So this is product 3, and the product 4, what you have is propanaldehyde is reacting with the anion of another propanaldehyde, that is CS minus. Here you have CH2, CHO. So this minus is attacking this carbonyl carbon center, so it forms So this is product 4. After protonation you will get. So you have 4 possible products during the course of cross-Dalton condensation, provided both compounds should have alpha hydrogen. Okay. So now we must think that how will you avoid this cross-Dalton product. Okay. So we have one example. For example, in this compound, this is benzaldehyde, which has no alpha hydrogen. So here you have no hydrogen. Okay, so this will not undergo self-aldol condensation. Where you have this is propanaldehyde, here you have alpha hydrogen. So this molecule may undergo self-aldol condensation. Okay, but during the course of addition, the way of addition will determine the product formation. I will explain about this little later. So first let me draw the product. So as usual I said, you have to draw benzene and C double bond O hydrogen. So here you just select that alpha carbon hydrogen like this, and you have to put methyl this side, and here you have CHO this side. So when they are eliminating water molecule, so it provides this product. Okay, so mostly you will get trans-alkene only. Okay, please remember that, because trans-alkene is more stable. Okay, so now let us discuss why this only product is formed. Why not this is undergoing self condensation. So for that we have one explanation. So let us take a beaker, and here you have a benzaldehyde, and here you have a base OH minus in water as a solvent. Okay, so this is the beaker having this type of things. Now I am adding propanaldehyde drop wise. Okay, so one drop, once it is falling, means immediately it will undergo deprotonation. That means after addition what happens, it will react with this base and it forms this anion. Okay, so it will not have the time, or it will not find the next aldehyde molecule, that is same propanaldehyde molecule, because the concentration of benzaldehyde is higher here. So it cannot find that next propanaldehyde molecule. So rather reacting with the same molecule, immediately it goes and attack this benzaldehyde, and as a result you will get only one product as a major one. A slight minor product may be formed, but you will get major product. So by changing the addition, you can control that self-aldol condensation product. Okay, suppose you assume if you mix all together in the same beaker, Means what happens, this anion forming, it will react with another propanaldehyde also, and it can react with benzaldehyde also. So you will get 50-50 ratio of product also. So that can be avoided during the course of this process. Okay. So we have another example here. This is called benzaldehyde, and this is said to be phenylacetaldehyde. Phenylacetaldehyde. Okay, so in this process, the same thing only you need to write. So just draw benzaldehyde. And you just draw, this is alpha hydrogen, this is functional group. So you just draw these two hydrogens like this, and here you have phenyl, and here you have aldehyde. So when it undergoes elimination, it forms so that is a thing. Okay, so this is the overall process. So by seeing the reaction itself, you must be able to give the answer, but during the course of the examination, please don't write the mechanism. Okay, because it will take a lot of time. Okay, so there is another pathway that that self condensation can be avoided, that is direct aldol reaction. So this is little advanced concept. Those who are preparing for the IIT JEE, they can seriously watch this, and then that BSc MSc students also can watch this, right? So when acetone is treated with LDA, LDA means lithium diisopropyl amide, right? Lithium diisopropyl amide in THF as a solvent at minus 78 degrees centigrade, please remember, right? So it forms a compound known as lithium enolate. Once this lithium enolate is formed, it reacts with this propanaldehyde and it will provide the corresponding product, right? So let us discuss the mechanism, what is involving in this. What do you mean by lithium diisopropyl amide? So this is structure. So this is lithium, and here you have isopropyl group, and there are two isopropyl. They are called as diisopropyl. You have N minus, which is said to be amide, right? So this is a base which is strong in nature. So strong base, you can say, and it is non-nucleophilic. So which I will discuss in the upcoming videos. So what happens in this case? Acetone, when reacts with LDA, I'm writing as simple as possible. When it attacks this hydrogen, it is a base, it removes the hydrogen, and immediately this electron goes towards this carbon, and this electron will take this lithium plus. So it forms CH3, CO minus, lithium plus, double bond, CH2. So that is lithium enolate, this one, right? So now these two are same. So now when this electron is coming back, and it will directly attack this positive center of C double bond O, electron will move towards oxygen atom, and it will provide O minus, lithium plus, because this lithium will go towards oxygen atom, and here you have CH2, CH3. Now after adding water, so this will be protonated, so this will be H plus will be added, here you have OH minus will be added, means I am writing as simple as possible. So you will get the corresponding part. So by this method, you can completely avoid the self-condensation, because once it is formed, and you can control the reaction, because the reaction is taking place at minus 78 degree. Okay, so once it is formed, it will directly react with this one. But if you mix everything together, you will get always the four type of possible products. So please remember. So we have another example. Here you have a ketone, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is 2-pentanone. In this case, when it is treated with LDA, So the LDA can take this hydrogen, that means can take this hydrogen or this hydrogen, because this is also alpha carbon, this is also alpha carbon. Okay, so LDA is a sterically hindered base. I said it is non-nucleophilic because of steric hindrance. So it can approach this hydrogen or this hydrogen. But if you check, here you have ethyl group which is bulky in nature. So this is already a bulky reagent, so it cannot approach this way, so it will approach from the less hindered side. Okay, so directly it will attack this place and not this one. Okay, so it forms this anion. It will be converted CS2 minus. So this will be having resonance. So this you will get this one. Okay, here you have lithium plus. So this lithium plus will go here, right? So this enolate is said to be kinetic enolate. This kinetic enolate means it will form less substituted enolate. So this will be short living and it needs low temperature to formation. Okay, for formation. So once it is formed, it will directly react with this aldehyde and it will form the corresponding product. Okay, so by using LDA, you can completely control the self condensation product. Okay, and that selectivity also you can achieve. For example, if you want to do that reaction at less hindered side, it is a best reagent. Please remember, this can be asked in the examination. Okay, so now we have another example, that is Claisen-Smith condensation. What do you mean by Claisen-Smith condensation? It is also a type of crossed aldol type reaction. Okay, in this reaction, ketone is used as one of the components. So you can use ketone or you can use aldehyde which is having alpha hydrogen, but the other end you should have no alpha hydrogen. That means, for example, benzaldehyde is better. So when benzaldehyde is treated with the ketone or aldehyde, it is otherwise called as Claisen-Smith condensation reaction. So we know how to draw the product of this reaction. As usual, I will explain you. So here you have water molecule is eliminated. As a result, C double bond C bond will be formed, and here we have this final product. Okay. So we have another example. This is also considered to be Claisen-Smith condensation. So after elimination of water, it will lead to the formation of this alkane. Okay. So in this case, the self condensation of this ketone and this ketone is avoided because of steric hindrance. When you compare aldehyde and ketone, this is aldehyde, this is ketone. This is more reactive because there are two reasons. One only I am going to say here, because here you have only one R group, one hydrogen which is smaller atom. But here you have two R groups. Okay, so this ketone is sterically hindered system, so it will not react that easily with another ketone. So during the process, we are able to avoid the self condensation of this ketone. Okay, so this is about Claisen condensation, right? So now let us discuss the question part. That is, I have taken a couple of questions from the previous medical entrance examinations because I am going to teach you to solve this question within a minute. How will you be able to do this question? Okay, so the question which is asked in NEET 2017, of the following, which is the product formed when cyclohexanone undergoes aldol condensation followed by heating? For example, this is cyclohexane, and if you have double bond O, this is called cyclohexanone. So they said when cyclohexanone undergoes aldol condensation followed by heating. Actually, there should be instead of condensation, they must give aldol reaction followed by heating. But in the question, they gave aldol condensation only. But anyways, we need the final answer only, right? Okay, so please remember, it should be aldol reaction, not aldol condensation. Okay, first step aldol we do not want, we want only the final step because we need to solve the question within 1 minute. So what you need to do, you have to draw this cyclohexanone, the C double bond O in a straight line. Okay, next is, so here you have, this is alpha hydrogen, here you have alpha hydrogen. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to draw this alpha hydrogen like this. So overall, what will be removed? Water will be removed. Okay, so that is what they said, followed by heating means during heating water will be removed. The final product will be you have this product. Now if you check with these options, you have only one option, that is that option A, which is the correct one. The rest of the thing are wrong. So by seeing that reaction, you should be able to give the answer within a minute. Okay. So we have another example that is which is asked in 2008. So they gave acetophenone is reacted with a base C2H5ONa and then heated yields a stable compound which has the structure. Okay, you have 4 options. What do you mean by acetophenone? Before that, we need to know what is acetone. I already said CH3, C double bond or CH3 means it is called acetone. And if you replace one methyl by a phenyl group, so this is said to be acetophenone. Okay, when acetophenone is reacting with what is it, C2H5ONa, it is called sodium ethoxide, which is a base. Okay, so what will be the product? That is a question. Now it has alpha hydrogen and here you have a base. That means you must immediately think that it is aldol condensation. So I am going to write the product. So you have to put C double bond O in a straight line and you have to put methyl here. Next, you need to take another mole of acetophenone. For that purpose, you have here alpha hydrogen. So I am drawing like this way. So I am keeping one hydrogen here and keeping 2 hydrogen outside that system. So you have C double bond O, here you have phenyl. So what overall reaction? Water will be removed. So once water is removed, you will get phenyl, C, CH3, double bond CH, C double bond O, this one. Okay, by seeing that options, you have a 4th thing, and then in that one, the right one is option B. They said one word, a stable compound. Stable means what? So this is stable because this is alpha beta unsaturated system. Alpha beta unsaturated ketone will be undergoing resonance. When resonance is taking place, the compound will be more stable. So that is the way they asked. Okay. So that's all about the question section. So guys, hope you understood the concept discussed in this video, which is related to aldol reaction and aldol condensation. I will meet you all people with an interesting topic in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.